Welcome everybody on YouTube and Facebook tonight. We'll get our broadcast started. I'm Ryan Davenport here with Chris Vowles. Chris Vowles on the night as have a little technical issues here. You can't hear me at all? As got about a minute until this game starts off. As
can you hear me if I'm talking?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep. As
that's odd.
Getting ready for starting lineups, which are brought to you by Melinda Lunsford ERA Realty. As starting lineups tonight for the Trojans. Starting at guard or at forward, a 5'9" junior number 1, Jarvis Stark Scott. And at guard, a 5'10" sophomore number 2, Micah Austin. At guard, a 6' junior number 5, Evan Mekalek. And at guard, a 5'10" senior number 12, Marcus Austin. And at forward, a 6' junior, number 24, Deshaun Murphy. As the head coach of the Trojans is Ryan Hale. For the Colonels, it will be at guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Cooper Davenport. At guard, a 6' junior, number 5, Alex Satterfield. At forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 10, Trajan Davis. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Gerard Thomas. And at forward, a 6'5" senior, number 14, Jake Rideout. Head coach of the Colonels is Coach Tyler Smithart. As the lights go out here from Colonel Gym, and what is going to be a highly anticipated varsity game here tonight from Colonel Gym in a 6th district matchup, a rivalry game every single year. Chris, what are your thoughts, keys to the game for the Colonels tonight?
Well, basically, I think, Ryan, that setting the tone defensively, what we've done all year has been huge. Get deflections. Alex Satterfield leads us in that category. Steals lead to easy buckets. It breeds confidence right from the start with players, coaches, and energy from the bench. Win all 50-50 balls if possible. Win the rebounding war. If they get 20, we get 40. Be articulate, be perfect with our offensive sets. We run a lot of good stuff. Our timing's important to get open looks for the shooters. We can go hard all 32 minutes. We got subs galore. We can run a maroon and a white platoon. Guard without fouling. That's the key. Other than that, we do all that stuff. We have a good chance to win the ball game.
As PA announcer. That'll shut us out.
I don't know why I can't.
As getting ready for the tip. Tonight's tip brought to you by Butler's Apothecary. Happy New Year from Butler's Apothecary. Butler offers drug, compounding, immunizations, health screenings, and free countywide delivery. Butler's Apothecary, 213 North Main Street, the way a pharmacy should be. Keys to the game brought to you by D. Patrick Ford tonight. As the Colonels start with the ball. Down low, Satterfield to Thomas, no good. Rebounded by Mekalek.
Great dump down by Alec there. Just got to hit the bucket.
As down low, it was knocked and deflected out of bounds. It'll stay Trojan ball. As out of the inbounds, it'll be Murphy. Murphy and Marcus Austin. Over to Micah Austin on the right wing. Now out to Deshaun Murphy. Murphy gets it to the right wing to Mike Austin. Back to Murphy at the top of the key. Now in the right corner, no good. Or Mike Austin thought about a three. Now goes out to Murphy. Now back to Mike Austin. A three for Micah Austin, as the Trojans have a 3-0 lead early with 7:05 to play in this opening quarter. As right out, trapped right wing, now gets it out to the jump circle to Davenport. Davenport trying to find somebody open, goes to the right wing to Davis. Davis down low, cutting
Great
right
pass.
out.
Great dump down by Trajan there. Good finish by Jake Rideout.
As Austin to start Scott. Back to Austin. Now to Murphy. Crosses the timeline. Murphy going to drive. Floater good from Deshaun Murphy. And the Trojans go back up by 3, 5-2 with under 6.5 to play in this opening quarter. Satterfield to Davenport on the left wing. Davenport going to drive. Now stops. Finds Thomas on the right wing. We'll get a call from Coach Smithart. Thomas, the left wing, dribbles. Now goes over the top of the key to Davenport. Back to the left wing to Thomas. As down low, right out.
Good dump.
Puts it up and in.
Great pass by Trajan to Jake. Way to finish.
5-4. As Austin gives it to his brother Marcus. Now to Mekalek, right wing three, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas to Davenport. Davenport to Satterfield. As Satterfield now will back his way down, turn around. Now to the right wing, Davenport has the ball. Now to Satterfield, and a foul on the Trojans.
Getting a little physical here, trying to get Gerard agitated a little bit. Little physical here. Started off early. And you got to give Webster County credit. They're really putting pressure defense on us.
Welcome everyone that's joining on the radio broadcast, 860 AM, 96.5 FM, WSONradio.com. As the Colonels and the Trojans 6th District battle already underway here, as the Lady Colonels suffer a 65-55 loss to Christian Academy Louisville in the Louisville Invitational Tournament. As we're on the WSON YouTube channel and the WSON Facebook page, as Isaac Thatcher back at studio control for us tonight. Chris Val's on color. I'm Ryan Davenport. Micah Austin on the right wing now gives it to Deshaun Murphy. Now out to Mekalek, down low to Marcus Austin. Now to Micah Austin. Now the left wing. Murphy thought about a three. Pump fake's going to drive. Has it stolen. And, a foul on the Colonels. They're going to be on Thomas there. They're going to call that, on Satterfield. So that'll be Satterfield's first.
That's 2 on Alec. That hurts. That hurts big time, but we're going to keep him in the game. We're going to keep him in the game, let him play through it.
As they get it into Mike Austin.
Have to be a little bit more conservative on defense.
As now Austin has a jump circle, gives the right wing to Mekalek. Now the left wing to Murphy, top the key. Mike Austin, a three. No good. Rebounded by Marcus Austin. He puts it up. No good. And Thomas comes down with the ball. As Thomas drives coast to coast. Now gives it out to Satterfield's floater. Is no good, but he was fouled on the way up. As he'll have two free throws coming.
You can just tell it's district week. The level of intensity goes up so much. Big time.
As we'll have some Lady Colonel stats coming up at the end of this quarter to start in the second quarter, as it was 4:24 to play in Satterfield at the line, misses the first free throw. He'll have one more. As second one for Satterfield is good. Knocks down the second one, his first point, and the game is tied up at 5-all. Dwayne Moss checked in for the Colonels. Out go, and also Lake and McKinney. Out goes Satterfield and Davis as Murphy gets it left wing to Mechalek. Now to Mike Austin. Down low to his brother Marcus Austin. Now Trace Hardison, who's checked in for the Trojans. Trojans not going to play more than six most of the time. As Murphy, right wing to Mechalek. Now in the right corner, Mike Austin. Now to the right wing to Mechalek. Back to Mike Austin, a three. No good. Tipped, rebounded in the hands of Moss. Here come the Colonels the other way. A right wing three for Thomas. WB three for Gerard Thomas. As three-pointers are brought to you by former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We use Walker's initials, WB, to signify Henderson made three-pointer. As Murphy, right wing, with the Colonels up three. Backing his way down against the left wing. And Mechalek stolen away. Turnover by the Trojans. And Moss coming the other way, and he will be fouled.
And there you go, Ryan. Deflections lead to steals, leads to easy buckets at the other end with the foul here. You can try to shoot for 20 deflections a game. You get 20 deflections a game, a lot of times you're going to win the basketball game.
First on Mechalek, team second, as first one good for Dwayne Moss. He'll have one more after being fouled by the junior guard, Evan Mechalek. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy almost turnover there. Micah Austin recovers. Gives over his brother Marcus. Now back to the right wing to Micah Austin. Now high out left. To the left wing to Murphy. Down low to Micah Austin. The left corner, a three for Murphy. Good for Deshaun Murphy. He has 5. And the Trojans within 1, 9-8, under 3 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Right out to Thomas. Thomas, screen from right out. Double team, now gets to the left wing to Moss. Moss back out to the jump circle to Thomas. Thomas being guarded by Marcus Austin. Senior on senior. Step back jumper, no good. Rebounded by right out. He puts it up and in off the bank shot. Farmers Bank shot. As Farmers Bank thinks long term, always have, always will. See how that makes a difference at Farmers Bank on South Green and Henderson. Mid-range jumper, left wing, no good. Rebounded by McKinney. As McKinney will get it to right out across the timeline. Bounce pass, left corner, left-handed layup, good from Dwayne Moss. He has 3, and a 30-second timeout by the Trojans. With 2:04 to play in this first quarter, 13-8 lead for the Colonels over the Trojans, as you're listening to WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors. First quarter, Isaac. First quarter. Yep. No. Bumper, please. Bumper, please. Thank you, sir. Is out of the timeout.
No deflection.
And deflection stolen away by the Colonels, and a WB 3 for Cooper Davenport out of the timeout. Leads to a 16-8 lead with under a minute 40 to play. Micah Austin across the timeline, left wing to Hardison. Out to Murphy. Murphy on the left wing, crossover, drives, and is fouled on the way up. It'll be 2 free throws for Deshaun Murphy. That's going to be on Trajan Davis, his first, team third.
That's one thing I know the coaches preach constantly. Let's guard without foul and contest shots. Right there, good effort by Trajan, just got in the way.
First one good for Deshaun Murphy. He has 6. Looking for his 7th point on the night for the Trojans. As second one good as well. And the Colonel lead cut to 6, 16-10, under a minute and a half to play in this opening quarter. Thomas crossing the timeline to the right wing to Davenport. Back out to Thomas. Top of the key, mid-range jumper inside the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Here comes the Trojans. Mekalek, right wing, now the top of the key to Murphy. Left wing, Michael Alston. Now to left wing to Murphy. Right wing, Mekalek. 3, banked it in. For banking 3 from Evan Mekalek. And the Colonels lead cut to 3, 16-13 with 50 seconds to play. Thomas has it from the jump circle. Now I'll give the Moss back to Thomas in the right corner. Davenport, pump fake, 3, no good. Tipped, rebounded, and it goes off of the Colonels. It'll be Trojan ball as Murphy to Michael Alston in the backcourt. Under 30 seconds.
There you
Tip
go.
stolen away. 4th turnover for the Trojans. Davis puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Mekalek. Mekalek to Hardison. Back to Mekalek. Under 20 seconds. Gets across the timeline to Michael Alston on the right wing. Alston out of the jump circle to Mekalek. Left wing to Murphy. Murphy will dribble out high left and near the jump circle with under 10 seconds. Under 5 seconds now. Mekalek, right wing 3 to tie it. No good. Tipped. Rebounded. Will be Colonel ball as they'll try to get it in, but Thomas with the shot. The buzzer ricochets. No good. As that'll be the end of the first quarter. 16-13, Colonel lead when we come back right here on WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and Business Advisors.
Let me tell you how hard this is.
Huh?
Let me tell you how hard this is not being able to hear you.
Yeah, I know. It's because of this. It's because of this headset. So this one's usually what we use with the other system. But this system is small. And that headset I don't think's what.
This, no, it's, but you can hear me talk.
Yeah.
Okay. I just have to kind of jump in when you're not talking.
You're doing the right idea where you have your earpiece.
Yeah, as long as it's not too loud in here. That's not really an option tonight.
As to start this second quarter, Colonels have a 16-13 lead here heading into the second quarter. I'm Ryan Davenport here with Chris Valls as Michael Alston, the right wing, dribbled to the top of the key. Now hands off to Murphy. Murphy, left wing to Alston. Now in the left short corner to Scott. He'll get it out right wing. Murphy, wide open 3. Can't leave him open. He missed it. Rebounded by Thomas. Here comes Thomas from the free throw line. Jumper, no good. Tipped and into the hands of Mekalek. Mekalek across the timeline. Right wing to Murphy. Murphy going to drive. Lays it up and in.
Nice finish at the rim right there. Very nice finish at the rim.
9 points for Deshaun Murphy, and the Colonel lead cut to 1, 16-15 with 7:05 to play. Right wing 3 for Davenport, no good. Rebounded by McKinney. McKinney then turnover on the Colonels, their second of the game. Left short corner, Scott out to Murphy on the right wing. Now down low to Scott. He's fouled on the way up, as that's going to be on Davenport. That'll be his first, team's fourth, as Jarvis Starks got 10 points in that game against Union County Friday night. He was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He knocks down that one. Give his first points of the night.
Well, as anticipated, we do have a nice crowd tonight, no doubt. Which is always going to be the case for district games.
Second one off, no good. Rebounded by Rideout. And the Colonels, it's a tie game here from Colonel Jim, 16-16 with 6:35 to play in the first half. Satterfield to Davenport. And now, something on the floor. And now, whatever it was, as Davenport will inbound it. As Davis, left wing to Satterfield. Satterfield going to drive, stop, floater, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy.
Good steal by Alec.
Yeah,
good steal,
Satterfield with the
floor.
Forcing the turnover. Thomas with the ball now. Left corner, three from Davenport. No good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas puts it up and in. Off the bank shot, Farmer's bank shot.
Cooper's getting good looks. He's just not falling right now. He'll keep shooting.
5
Great
points,
looks.
4 boards for Gerard Thomas so far in this first half. Scott, right corner three from Mekalek. He can knock them down. Big three there from Mekalek. The Trojans have a 19-18 lead. Three at the top of the key for Thomas. Rattles in. WB three for Gerard Thomas, as he has now 8. Mekalek down low to Marcus Austin. Block shot by Rideout. Rebounded in the hands of Davis. Now Davenport across the timeline. Going to drive now. Will kick it out to Satterfield from the logo. Now to Rideout. Mid-range jumper no good from the right side of the free throw line. Rebounded and out of bounds will stay. Colonel ball. If you're just joining us, 21-19 lead for the Colonels over the Trojans here in a 6th district battle. 5:15 to play in this first half. Lady Colonels suffered a 65-55 loss tonight in the LIT up in the Louisville Invitational Tournament against Christian Academy of Louisville. Deep three for Thomas, no good. A foul on the Colonels. It's going to be on Nick Bell, who just checked in, as he came in there and in there for Rideout.
On defensive end, we have got to do a better job of getting out the shooters and contested shots. Too many wide open threes, keeping them in this ball game.
Left wing Murphy. Down low to Marcus Austin. Marcus Austin backing his way in. Down the right wing, or right corner. Now to Marcus Austin. Marcus Austin hurt himself. Turnaround jumper from Micah Austin is good, but Marcus might have rolled his ankle or something. It's 21 all with 4:49 to play.
I tell you what, you got to give Webster County credit. Their ball movement right now is superb.
Yeah, it is.
And they have to be. We are playing great defense, but their ball movement is absolutely perfect right now.
Yes,
and shot fakes on every guy that touches the ball, it's a shot fake or a pass fake.
And the good thing is about this game, so far it's been, tightly contested like a lot of people expected, and we'll see as the game goes on who's going to be the better team to further gain a lead, because this game has just been knotted up. Neither team can gain a handle on the lead. Trojans, like you said, are fighting. They're fighting in this game. And Colonel's playing solid defense as well.
Well, and again, it doesn't surprise me with district play this week. It's going to be, if you're not here to fight, if you're not here to go to war, then don't check in the ball game.
These district games always a key pivotal point to the getting into postseason play, and you can tell that here tonight from both teams. We're going to have to find the shooters for sure. Trojans can't keep getting open looks. So Trace Hardison back in the game. And for Marcus Austin, who was hurt. Deep left wing three, no good. And it'll be a rebound by Murphy.
I feel like we're settling a little bit for three versus executing a little bit here.
As 4:31 to play, it's 21-all. As Mike Austin mounts it to Hardison. Back to Austin. Austin will bring it across half court. Gives the left wing to Hardison, back to Austin. Austin the right wing to Murphy. Murphy drives, kicks it, left wing three for Mekalek, no good. Tipped around into the hands of Davis. As Satterfield trying to find somebody open, gets the left wing to Thomas. Thomas, left corner, three from Nick Bell, no good, rebounded by Stark Scott. They give it to Murphy across the timeline, top of the key, right wing, three for Michael Austin. It's good, and 8 points for Michael Austin, and the Trojans go ahead 24-21 with 3:49 to play in this first half, and a timeout by the Colonels. We'll take it with them. You're listening right here to Colonel Basketball on WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and Business Advisors. Bumper after. Yes, bumper after this, please, Isaac. As out of the timeout. Colonels with the ball as it's a 3-point lead for the Trojans, 24-21. Davenport will bring it across the timeline now for the Colonels. Picks up the dribble, got it to right out back to Davenport from the jump circle. As Davenport over to McKinney. Now to Thomas. Left wing, Davenport. Left corner, right out. Drives, shot no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy will bring it across the timeline on the right wing. As Mekalek now right wing. Now to the left wing to Stark Scott. Over to Mike Austin now to Mekalek from the jump circle. Now the right wing to Murphy. Left wing, Austin. And the Trojans just passing really well. A deep three from Murphy. Wow, Chris, if he knocks that down, it's going to be hard. I mean, you can't do nothing about that. He pulled up from at least 26, 27 feet.
You can't, but we definitely got to do a better job of getting on the shooters.
For sure.
Hands
for sure.
down.
Got to get out, hands up. It's 27-21, 2:35 to play, first half. Davenport had his shot, or downloaded right out, had his shot blocked by Stark Scott. And it went out of bounds off of the Trojans, it looks like. So it'll be Colonel ball. That was a block shot, I believe, by Stark Scott. He's a little bitty dude, but he can get up and jump. Block shots. Moss in the game on the left wing, down low to right out. Trying to back his way down, now right wing to McKinney. McKinney going to drive, puts it up and in
Nice
off the
drive.
bank shot.
Nice aggressive drive to the hole by Lakin McKinney.
As Colonels cut the Trojan lead to just 4, 27-23, 2:05 to play in this first half. As Murphy will get it inbound to Mekalek in the backcourt. Mekalek will cross the timeline with 2 minutes. Hand it off to Hardison. Hardison now to Micah Austin. The top of the key. Austin going to back his way down. Now try to find somebody open. Hands it off to Mekalek on the right wing. Jumper from Mekalek. No good. Tipped around. Rebounded by Stark Scott. Now gets it to Mekalek. His turnaround jumper again. No good. Stark Scott with Well, it went off of the Colonels, but it'll be Trojan ball.
And you know, Webster County, they're undersized here. I mean,
Very
they are
undersized, yeah.
and they're going to rebound like their tails are on fire.
Stark Scott in the left corner to Murphy. Going to drive. Now to Austin. Austin to Mekulik in the right wing. Back to Austin. Austin to Hardison. 1:25 to play in this first half. 27-23. The Colonels trail. This big six-district game. Stolen away by Davenport. Another turnover, 6th of the night for the Trojans. Colonels only have, I've got them with 2 turnovers. Davenport, the right wing, now the top of the key. Inside the 3, and was fouled by Stark Scott. That'll be on Stark Scott. That's his 3rd, team 4th, as 1:02 to play in the first half. Davenport's first free throw, no good. He'll have 2 more. They called that a 3. And Ryan Hale not happy. Yeah, I don't know how. I guess they called that a 3 on the foul on the shot.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
To be honest with you, that looked like it was only a 2.
I mean, I think his right foot was
Might
on the
have been
line.
behind. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have replay to go back to, but
Yeah,
I think his right foot was on the line, and that's why Webster County staff is so upset.
And the second and third one, he knocked those 2 down, and the Colonels trail by 2. 27-25, under a minute to play. Micah Austin out to Mekulik. Mekulik from the free throw line. Now to Murphy. Murphy to Mekulik, who had a tip. Reed McDyer in there now for the Trojan with Stark Scott with 3 fouls. Mekulik to Mike Austin, a 3. It's good. Got to get out on him. He's a shooter.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
30-25. Kick in the corner from Thomas to McKinney. No good. Tipped around, rebounded by Hardison. As it's it to Micah Austin. 20 seconds. Mekulik to Murphy. Murphy going to drive. Floater. No good. And a foul on the way up. That's going to be on Bell. That'll be his 2nd. Team 6. This Colonel team getting challenged here in this first half. Down 5, the Colonels are. First one from Murphy is no good. He'll have 1 more.
Webster County has definitely punched us in the mouth. Let's see how we respond here. The last 18 seconds of the half, and then going into the second half.
Yeah, that's going to be key. This last 18.2 off of either a make or a miss free throw by Murphy. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas with the ball. He's got 5 rebounds on the night. Under 10 seconds across the timeline. Got to get something off here. Davenport, left wing Thomas under 4 seconds. Now to Moss, right wing Davenport going to just put up a shot. I think that was intended for Thomas. A lob, backdoor cut. He got the board, but he couldn't put up another shot. And that'll be the end of the first half. Colonels trail by 5, 30-25 here at halftime. We'll take a halftime break. Be back with Colonels at the half stats, keys to the game for the second half, opinions, and more right here on WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and Business Advisors.
So it works now. It works now. I mean, that was the hardest thing ever. But it might go right back out.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, here they are, the Henderson County Colonels.
go up.
As here at halftime, the Colonels trail the Trojans 30-25. I'm Ryan Dabmore here with Chris Vowles at halftime here. Isaac Thatcher back at studio control tonight as Colonels at the half, brought to you by Classic Automotive and Collision Center. As some halftime stats for the Colonels. We'll go with Trojans first. 11 from Micah Austin, 6 from Evan Mekalek, 12 from Deshaun Murphy, 1 point for Jarvis Stark Scott. As for the Colonels, it's Gerard Thomas, 8 points, 5 points for Cooper Davenport, 6 points for Jake Rideout, 3 from Dwayne Moss, 2 from Lakin McKinney, and 1 from Alec Satterfield. As Gerard Thomas with 8 points, 6 boards. As Chris, I have us out rebounding them by 2, 16-14. And then we only have 3 turnovers, and if that's correct, that's a crazy stat to be down 5. A lot of it's missed shots.
A lot of it's missed shots, and the difference is they hit 7 3-pointers in the first half.
Yeah.
And for a high school team, if you're going to hit 7 threes in the first half, you're going to be either in the game or you're going to be winning at halftime. And that's what's – I mean, 21 of their 30 points are 3-pointers. And, you know, they got off the bus ready to fight. And I don't know if – I tell you one thing, I don't know if I'd like to be in our locker room right now because it's pretty intense, I could tell. I think we come out second half ready to fight. We better be. Don't get ready, be ready.
As team stats also, Colonels have knocked down 3 threes to the Trojans 7. Colonels are 4 for 7 from the free throw line, while the Trojans are 3 for 6 in that first half. As we'll take another halftime break. break and be back with keys to the game. We'll also talk a little bit about the Lady Colonels, look over some stats from their game tonight and their loss to Christian Academy Louisville, and take a timeout and be right back. You're listening to Henderson County Basketball on WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and Business Advisors. There's 3.5 minutes on the clock, so you can do a couple sports clubs. And then bring it back to me after a couple. Yes, that'll be fine. After Classic Automotive is fine, Isaac.
I got to do a better job of keeping stats.
Hey.
I'm thinking about it.
You're here for the color because I need it.
Yeah.
I can't just.
Yeah.
I'm not a play-by-play guy that can not have the color because I'll just.
I get so caught up in the game and what I'm going to say versus keeping stats.
My dad did that too at Webster, so don't go there.
Yeah, it's not easy if you don't do it all the time.
As back after the second halftime break, and we've got a couple minutes here to discuss before the start of the second half. Some stats that Mr. Greg Busby sent me. Him and Scotty up at Valley High School, and the Lady Colonels took on the Lady Centurions from Christian Academy of Louisville, in which the Lady Colonels suffered a 65-55 loss. In the game for the Lady Colonels, it was, I believe, if we get total points here, 18 from Jeree Thomas, 12 from Mallory Veal, 11 from Brooklyn Gibson, 6 from Gracie Risley, 3 from Allison Rideout and Shaylin Sprinkles, 2 from Italia Green, as Lady Colonels had 26 total rebounds. The Lady Centurions had 34, and they had 3 girls in double figures. As looks like Lady Colonels from the three-point line for the game shot 31%, 5 for 16 from the three-point line, 10 for 14, 71% from the free throw line, while their girls, Lady Centurion, shot almost 90% from the free throw and 41% from the three-point line. So looks like they just absolutely, Lady Colonels had struggles. They'll play sometime on Saturday. But, you know, a big game for Jeree Thomas and Mallory Veal and Brooklyn Gibson. So hopefully Lady Colonels can get back on the winning track on Saturday. Not too sure exactly yet the time and who they play, but they will play one more game in that LIT, and then they'll come home, I believe come home on the 30th and play here at Colonel Geom against Muhlenberg County. The Lady Mustangs will make the trip from Muhlenberg County here and play the Lady Colonels, while the Colonels will be on air on Friday night in Morganfield in another 6th District game against the Union County Braves. As got about 10 seconds until the start of this second half. Chris, just some keys to the game for this second half in order for the Colonels to come away with the win.
Well, first thing is we're going to have to contest threes, minimize their three-point shots. We're kind of stagnant on offense. You got to execute better. You know, our timing's got to be better. Continue to do the inflections, but we got to fight because they're here to fight us. I can tell you that.
As start the second half, Hardison, Austin, Mike Austin, that is, McCulloch, Murphy, and Stark Scott. So they're still running a lineup without Marcus Austin. As it's Satterfield, Davenport, Thomas, Rideout, and Davis, the starting 5 for the Colonels start the second half. Colonels going left to right in their radio dial in the second half. Colonels in their home whites. Trojans in their away black uniforms. right out. Right wing to the top of the key to Thomas. Thomas down low to Davis. Davis to right out. Nice dish from Davis to right out.
Good pass, good finish.
Right out with 8. And the Colonels cut the Trojan lead to 3 with 7:20 to play in this third quarter. It's Murphy over to Mekalek. Hands it back off to Murphy. Murphy to Micah Austin. Austin will out. Kick it out to the right wing to Murphy. Murphy going to drive. Hands it off down low to Stark Scott. He puts it up under the basket and in. Trojans go back up by 5, 32-27. Under 7 minutes to play in the third. Thomas going to drive. Backing his way down. Now kicks it out to Satterfield right wing. Now left wing to Davenport. Davenport to the right wing to Satterfield. Satterfield puts it up. Bank shot won't go, but he'll be going to the line for 2. As
we definitely come out better ball movement. I mean, I know that was the focus in the first half. I'm sure they talked about the locker room, but our ball movement's better so far. It's got us a couple open looks, but their defense, they're playing more of a matchup. It's kind of a man, almost like a box and 2, and on the perimeter, doing a good job of staying in front of us, keeping us from penetrating.
Satterfield makes the first one. He'll have one more. He has 2 points on the night. And his second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Murphy, who has 12 points, 6 boards for the Trojans. Satterfield almost with the steal in the backcourt. Murphy across the timeline, gets down low to Hardison. Hardison puts it up and in. As Hardison with his first 2 points of the night. Satterfield, right corner to Thomas down low to right out. Shot blocked into the hands of Davis. Out to Davenport on the left wing, out to Satterfield. Satterfield going to drive. Right corner, 3 for Thomas. No good. And an offensive foul on the Colonels. So right out with the push in the back, and his first, team first of the second half. As both student sections are packed tonight, Chris.
Looks like we're going to go man-to-man here. Really the first time we've really gone man-to-man for the most part.
Murphy going to drive. Stops. Stark Scott. Stark Scott puts it up. No good. Rebounded by McKinney. Here comes the Colonels the other way. Thomas across the timeline under 6 minutes. Colonels down 6, 34-28. McKinney puts it up. Bank shot is good.
Nice soft finish by Lakin. McKinney. Got to get some stops. We got to get some stops here.
Hardison, right wing to Austin. Now on the right wing to Mekalek, left wing to Hardison. Hardison now to Murphy. Murphy. Left wing, dribbling, hands it off in the left corner to Mekalek. 5:20 to play in the third, 34-30 lead for the Trojans. Mike Austin left wing out to the jump circle Mekalek. Right wing to Hardison. Out to Mekalek. Swing left to Austin. Austin, top of the key, hands it off to Mekalek. Mekalek back out to Austin. Austin pump fakes. Trying to get somebody open. Mekalek a 3. No good. Rebounded by Hardison. And a foul on Davenport. As that'll be his second. Team second of this second half.
Webster County is absolutely putting up a big-time fight here. And I don't think we were ready for it.
No, I don't. It doesn't seem
I don't think we were ready for it.
It doesn't seem like the Colonels were coming into this game. I personally, being around the team, Chris, thought they were prepared, but like it's not translated to the game, and they're only down 4. But Colonels got to make some stops here on defense.
Right.
And turn it into offense. Murphy. Left wing to Mekalek now from the logo, Austin. 4.5 to play in the third. Hardison has the ball on the right wing in the front court. Austin back to Hardison. Hardison now gets it to Austin, left wing to Murphy. Murphy going to the basket, puts it up and in and foul. As Murphy, 14 points. He might be, Chris, one of the most underrated players in the region.
I would
driving
agree
to the
100%.
basket.
I really didn't know much about him until tonight. I mean, he takes it to the hole hard, shoots it well, plays phenomenal defense.
It's the second foul on Rideout. 37-30 with 4:10 to play in the third. McKinney, top of the key. Satterfield left wing to Moss. Now down low to Rideout. Rideout to McKinney. McKinney down low. Right side of the basket is a down low to Rideout. Rideout was fouled on the way up. As 2 free throws will be coming for senior forward Jake Rideout. That'll be on Mekalek, his second of the second half. First one for Rideout is no good. I have one more. Colonel's struggling from the free throw line to start this game for 4 for 7 coming into the second half. And now they've 1 for 4 in this second half. As the rebound, Murphy has got another board. So 7 boards from 15 points. Mekalek, right wing, right corner. Austin for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Rideout. To Thomas in the backcourt across the timeline. Left corner to Moss. Moss, floater, no good. Tipped in and good.
Nice tip. Nice tip. Way to be at the rim. Jake Rideout.
Rideout with the tip in. And the Colonels deficit cut to 5, 37-32 with 3:20 to play in this third quarter.
Colonels in a 1-3-1 right now with Jake Rideout at the top. I like this look as long as everybody gets to their spots and can test shooters. You can get in trouble quick.
Right wing 3, no good for Austin.
Good.
Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas across the timeline being guarded by Stark Scott. Right wing, Davenport stops, 3, pops, WB 3 for Cooper Davenport, and a timeout by the Trojans. It'll be a full timeout from Ryan Hale. 37-35 with 2:56 to play in this third quarter. We'll take a timeout as you're listening right here on WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and Business Advisors.
It's
one more after this, and then a bumper, please, Isaac. As out of the timeout, Murphy left wing. Now Stark Scott left short corner. He drove the basket and he traveled. Turnover by the Trojans, their 7th of the night. Both teams with a low turnover amount tonight and already in the second half, and it's just because a lot of missed shots. Not both teams not really being able to force the turnover battle tonight. As Moss, left wing to McKinney, down low, Rideout. Now in the paint, Thomas. Thomas puts it up, and is fouled on the way up. As there'll be a foul on Henderson. His first, team third. Thomas at the line for 2 free throws. Try to get 10 points here for him. Yeah. Knocks down the first one. He'll have
Let's
one
tie
more.
this thing up 0-0 with 2 minutes to go. Let's look at it as 0-0. Restart here, reset. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
As second one from Thomas is good as well. He's got 10 points, 7 boards for the Colonels. As 37 all, 2:15.
Another wide
Right
open three.
corner three. Hardison normally doesn't shoot
Grab
it.
it, grab
Tipped,
it,
and
Moss.
Moss tipped it, and it went into the hands of Hardison.
Got to grab that rebound. Got to
Murphy.
grab it versus tipping it.
Stark Scott. Shot no good.
Good defense by Lakin there. Went straight up. No foul.
Rebounded by Rideout. Here come the Colonels the other way.
Yep.
Thomas
Kick it.
kicks it right
One more.
corner. Three for Moss. WB three for Dwayne Moss. He's got 6.
Way to redeem himself right there. Way to redeem himself.
And the
Big
Colonels
shot.
go up 3, 40-37. 1:40 to play in the third. Murphy, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. He's inching near that double-double that he loves to have the majority of games. Thomas driving to the basket now in the right short corner. Get it out to Davenport. Now it's top of the key to Moss. Moss, and guard by Stark Scott. Picks up his dribble, gets to the right wing to Thomas. Thomas to McKinney. McKinney, left wing, Moss. Moss down low to Rideout. Rideout turns, spins, no good. Tipped and rebound in the hands of Hardison. As Michael Austin with the ball across the timeline under a minute to play. He stops the top of the key of the left wing to Hardison. Colonel's lead is 3, 40-37 with 50 seconds to play. The third quarter here for Colonel Jim. Murphy, top of the key. As he hands it off to Mike Austin. Stops, floater, up, around the rim, and good. He's got 13, his first points in the second half. And a bump and a foul on Stark Scott. That's his 4th. Team 4th, I think. Team 4th. As they'll bring in Silas Gunn, the 6-foot junior.
We had a guy checking in. They already handed the ball to Cooper Davenport. You can't go back from that and blow the whistle, take it away from him.
As Thomas across the timeline with 27 seconds. 40-39, Colonel lead. They'll go over to the left to Moss. And they'll just dribble, try to hold for one last shot here. And the Colonels have a lead going into the fourth and final quarter. 10 seconds. Moss with the ball. Is in the right corner, stolen away. No, recovered by Rideout. Out to Moss, left wing now. Goes over to the left to Thomas. He stops, shoots.
He got fouled.
Banked it in. A 3 at the buzzer for Gerard Thomas. And that'll end the third quarter. 43-39. Colonels go in with their biggest lead, I think, of the game. Headed to the fourth and final quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back for the fourth and final quarter right here on WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors. Start of the fourth and final quarter from Colonel Jim. Reed McDyer in there now for Stark Scott. The Trojans have the ball. It's going to be a foul on Satterfield. It's his third, team 4th. As it'll be inbounded from the left side of the basket by Trace Hardison. As in the right corner, Michael Austin. Now to Mekalek. Mekalek now on the right wing to Michael Austin. Austin hands it off to the right wing to Mekalek. Mekalek will dribble it out to the jump circle. Left wing to Murphy. Murphy gonna drive.
Good defense. Good
floater.
Defense.
Oh my goodness.
Good finish.
Got a floater fadeaway from Murphy.
Tell you, man, he's a player. He's a player.
Yeah, man, he does not back away, and that was a tough shot. He knocks it down, cuts the Colonel lead to just 2, 43-41 with 7:05 to play. Satterfield from the logo, just passing around the three-point line. Satterfield top of the key, now the right corner to Moss. Moss to Satterfield, now to Moss, the right wing, a three, no good, rebounded by Mekalek. And here comes the Trojans.
Can't ask for a better look, though. Can't ask for they'll fall.
Micah Austin, right short corner. Right wing short corner now to Murphy. Murphy on his way up, and a foul on the arm on, who is that on? Is that on Davenport? That was on Davenport, so his third. Davenport, Satterfield, obviously 3 fouls, no calls for concern with 6:39 to play. Just got to make sure you don't get the fourth. That's McDyer, left wing to Micah Austin. Now to Hardison from the free throw line. Hardison, the right. Mekalek back to Hardison. Now the left wing to Micah Austin. Back to Hardison, the top of the key. Now from the free throw line, Mekalek. Turnaround jumper is good. 8 points, 4 boards for Evan Mekalek. Ties the game at 43 with 6:15 to play in this game.
There we go. Tie ball game. Who's going to want it more with 6 minutes to go? It's basically what it's going to come down to. Execution, defensive stops.
Left corner three,
No.
rattles around and in. WB 3 for Cooper Davenport. And a timeout by Smithart,
Maybe he'll get hot here.
as it'll be a full timeout. 46-43 with 5:58 to play in this game. We'll take a timeout right here on WSON, presented by ATA CPAs and Business Advisors. One more and a bumper after this, Isaac.
Buy them some new headsets.
This one's, I think it's that one's the problem.
Oh, well, obviously. I can't hear nothing. See if we can do a better job here as far as
out of the timeout.
well, and just not going for so many shot fakes and pass fakes. We're jumping and
Yep.
getting everybody off balance on defense.
Trojans have the ball. It's Mike Austin over to the jump circle to Murphy. Murphy back out to Austin. 46-43, 5:35 to play. Mekalek, top of the key to Micah Austin. Now the right wing to McDyer. Now Mike Austin, now right wing Mekalek. Mike Austin stops. Down low is in the left corner to McDyer. Now left wing to Murphy. Now to Mike Austin. Right wing, 3 for Evan Mekalek. He banked that one in.
I don't know about you, Ryan, but my bank's not open at 8:25 on a Tuesday night. And I've seen 3 banked threes tonight.
That's crazy. Tie ball game, 46-all with 5 minutes. Thomas left wing to Moss. Moss stops. Floater, no good. Tipped, rebounded in the hands of Thomas. Thomas now goes up. Shot is no good. He has 13 points and 9 boards now. Thomas just likes that one board for a double-double, as that'll be on.
You know, Dwayne Moss made a good drive of the hole there, but he stopped. That's a perfect opportunity right there for a runner, and he just kind of stopped. But Gerard bailed him out. We'll see if he can get 2 free throws here.
Murphy, his first, team 5th, as Thomas will have 2 free throws. As 4:50 to play This game is what you want to see. Any district rivalry game, you want to see a good scoring, a good game. And both teams, Colonels have struggled at times. They kind of hit it early this fourth quarter, getting back into it, but they've got to execute down the stretch, or the Trojans might come away with definitely what would be an upset win. Colonel's got to execute here down the stretch. First free throw, no good for Thomas.
Turnovers, and keep it simple. Turnovers, minimize turnovers, and made buckets are going to win this. The last 4:50 here.
Second one coming for senior guard Gerard Thomas. As second one, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy was 17 and 8. Murphy across the timeline. Left corner, Hardison. Dribbles to the left wing, hands it off to Murphy on the left wing. Now the top of the key, Hardison. Going to shoot a two-pointer, and he knocks it down. Trace Hardison, just a freshman for them. 4 points, 4 boards. Thomas going to drive, and his little up and under move is good.
Nice move, nice finish by Thomas.
Back to 48, all tie game with 4:15. Mekalek, the right wing to Austin. No Marcus Austin. Jarvis Starks back in there. A pump fake, a three for Micah, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. He's got the double-double. Three on the other end of left wing, three, no good. Tipped and in the hands of Davenport. Down low, Thomas. His shot no good. It goes off of Thomas, and it'll be Trojan ball. As 48 all with 3:53 to play. As Satterfield will come in for Dwayne Moss. This was the starting lineup. Oh, no, now Davis is going to come in. I'm ready to say, Chris, that was the starting lineup before McKinney got hurt. McKinney's played really well off the bench since being injured. He's got 4 points, 3 boards tonight.
Giving everybody a quick breather here, but probably going to check back in literally in about 30 seconds. Get Gerard a breather.
Yeah.
Get Jake a breather.
Bell comes in. Murphy
That's where we run the trouble.
In the front court was fouled by the Colonels. That's going to be a foul on Bell. That'll be his third. As right out, Moss and Thomas in. Satterfield, Davis, and Bell all out. As 3:44 to play in this game. 48 all here from Colonel Jim. And a really good crowd from both teams. This place ended up filling up. And Murphy will give it the right wing to Mekalek. Back to Murphy at the top of the key. Left wing to Mike Austin. A three. No good. Rebounded by Rideout. Now to Thomas in the back court. As here comes Thomas in the front court. Drives. And he'll go to the basket. And he'll draw the contact. 2 free throws coming for Gerard Thomas. It's going to be on Austin.
Big time contact. If you're going to go to the rim this last 3.5 minutes, you better be ready to get knocked on your butt.
Yeah. Even Thomas took a shot there.
Yes, he did.
First free throw, no good from Thomas. We'll have one more.
And also, another thing I didn't mention a while ago, you got to hit free throws down the stretch. We've missed our last 3 in a row.
Yeah, we're 3 for 4 in this. We're 3 for 4, Chris, in this quarter. Second free throw. Ford misses in a row.
48 all.
40
stop here.
48 all with under 3:20 to play. Murphy across the timeline to the right corner to Austin. Now the right wing to Mekalek. Top of the key to Murphy. Murphy left wing to Stark Scott. Left corner, Austin. Dribbles to the left wing. Austin, left wing to Mekalek. Left corner to Stark Scott. He thought about it. Left wing. They shovel it around from Mekalek to Austin to Murphy. 3. Tipped and into the hands of Stark Scott. A 3 from Mekalek is good. 51-48. And a timeout by the Colonels, I think. I'm not too sure. It's a full timeout. 51-48 Trojan lead over the Colonels. 2:46 to play here in this game. You're listening to Henderson County Basketball on WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors. Bumper after this, Isaac. It was just a 30. I thought it was a full, and it's okay. Who called that timeout? We did or they?
30 seconds.
Out of the timeout by the Colonels. 51-48 Trojans lead with 2:40 to play. Satterfield in the front court dribbles to the top of the key. Now going to drive. Backs his way down. Trying to find somebody open. Gets it out to Thomas. Thomas being guarded by Stark Scott under 2.5 to play. Thomas going to spin move. Puts it up. Bank shot off the glass is up and in. Thomas with 17 and 10.
Gerard puts you in the spin cycle and gets those shoulders ahead of you, you're in trouble. Just got to finish at the rim, and he did that time. Gets us up 1.
As Alston, left wing, down low to Stark Scott. Stark Scott on the floor was fouled by, I believe, Rideout. And that's going to be Rideout's third. So we got Bell, Rideout, Davenport, and Satterfield, all with 3 fouls. Nobody else in foul trouble with 2:03 to play. Stark Scott with a 1-and-1. As free throw no good, rebounded by Thomas. As Thomas in the front court. Colonel's down 51-50. Satterfield left wing. Going to back his way down. Puts it up, blocked by Murphy into the hands of Mekalek. And a timeout by the Trojans. 1:47, 51-50 lead for the Trojans over the Colonels. We'll take a timeout and be right back here on WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors. One more after this, and then a bumper after that. Is that hockey? Okay. Gotcha. Out of the timeout, the Trojans will have the ball. They're up 51-50 with 1:47 to play in this game here at Colonel Gym. 6th district matchup, and the Trojans got the Colonels on upset alert. It's Murphy in the front court at the top of the key on the logo. Stark Scott, backdoor cut by Mekalek. He got it down to him. He got his own board off, put it up. Out to Michael Alston from the right of the logo. 1:20 to play. 51-50 lead for the Trojans over the Colonels. And a foul on Rideout. That'll be his 4th, team 8. As
it's not sure about that's pretty ticky-tacky there. He's just putting ball pressure on. Obviously,
maybe got a little bit of a reach in, maybe with the hand, but he really didn't do much of a foul, really. I didn't think either. First one's good for Micah Austin. He's got 14 for the Trojans. Got a couple guys near the double-figure mark. Definitely Murphy and Austin both. The second one's good. Trojans lead is 3, 53-50 under a minute 15. Thomas right wing, double team. The left wing to Satterfield. Down low to McKinney. Out in the right, high right wing to Thomas. Now left wing to Satterfield with a minute to play. Colonels trail by 3. Down low, right out. Puts it on the floor. Goes up and is fouled. And here is the foul on. Will be the key. As they call that in the call
a
that
little
on
bit of a scramble there. We kind of got bailed out a little bit by the foul call.
Mekulec's third, team 7. Definitely got bailed out there because Rideout was going to put that up, and if he had the right angle on it, he would have been able to put it up and in. Maybe draw the contact as well. He makes the first free throw. Rideout with 11. He's also got 6 boards on the night.
The key here will be he hits this second one, puts us within 1. We got to guard without foul and see if we can get some deflections to get an easy bucket at the other end. If they can play keep away. All right, one point game, 55 seconds to go.
53-52, Colonels down 1 with 50 seconds.
Austin
with the travel.
He traveled.
Oh, man.
They gave him a timeout.
Wow, they gave Ryan Hale.
They gave their bench a timeout.
The 30-second timeout, 51 seconds. It's 53-52. Trojans over the Colonels. We'll take a timeout and be right back here on WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors.
Not the right call. He traveled about 2 seconds.
Bumper after this. What did you say? The timeout, and Colonels down 53-52. 1 timeout left for the Trojans, 2 for the Colonels is what I've got on. Is Mekulek front court. Now Hardison on the right wing. Needed to foul him. And if you're going to foul anybody, because I don't know how good Hardison shoots from the free throw line. I don't think he shoots that well. They foul Austin, and that's all of Rideout. This game's going to come down to
I'm not sure.
Playing without your big.
I'm not sure we needed that foul just immediately like that. I think Coach Smithhart's a little confused as well.
As Austin will be at the line for 2. As Moss will come in for him. And surprised he's not running with Davis here. He's going to go with Moss. As first one from Micah Austin. Still the bonus. He knocks it down. We'll have one more. Micah with 16. This Trojan team, Chris, they came to play.
Yes, they did.
And fought.
And I tell you, this kid's got good poise here. I mean, he's been pretty heady the whole ball game.
Just a sophomore.
He's hit big shot after big shot.
55-52 with 35 seconds. Satterfield right wing to Moss. Moss, the left wing to Satterfield. Satterfield back to Moss, the right wing. Now to Satterfield, top of the key. Back to Moss, right wing. Got to do something with it. And a timeout.
Good timeout. Coach Smithhart.
As a full timeout, we'll take it with them. 55-52, 22 seconds to play in this game. We'll take a timeout, be right back here. You're listening to Henderson County Basketball on WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors. One more and a bumper after that. as out of the timeout. It's a foul as McKinney got a little floater to go and cut the lead just one. Mekalek at the free throw line. That was a foul on Thomas, his first of the night. Mekalek's first free throw is good. And he'll have one more. The Trojan fans brought their fan base tonight, as always, when they, no matter where you play this game at, both teams, as Mekalek knocks down the free throw and a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 6 seconds, 57-54. Colonels trail by 3 as we'll take a timeout right here on WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors. One more and a bumper. And Isaac, we'll do a quick post game, and then after the quick post game, I'll cut it back to you, or I'll just end the broadcast like I normally do, and then you can go right into Wildcat basketball or Kentucky basketball. Okay. Nice. As out of the timeout. Colonel's going to need a three-pointer here, Chris. Colonel's probably going to need a good look from hopefully Moss or Davenport. Thomas can shoot them, but you trust Moss or Davenport to shoot.
We got to get up quick, and Shooter's got a spot.
Satterfield gets it into Davenport with 5 seconds.
And you know,
they fouled. That's not what you wanted.
That's a good foul.
That's a good foul. Very good foul. It's on Hardison. That'll be his second, team 8, so it'll send Davenport to the line for 1 in the bonus.
Webster County did exactly what they needed to do. Foul as quick as possible. Even if he hits 2, they're still up 1.
First one good from Davenport. Colonels still trail by 2 with 5 seconds to play. And what Colonels got to find a way to win this one down 2 with 5 seconds and avoid the upset here at home. As second one coming up for Davenport. Second one is good as well. 57-56. And a timeout by Smithart. That'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 4.9 with 57-56. Colonels trail by 1. You're listening to Henderson County Basketball on WSON, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors. One more and a bumper after that, Isaac.
Yeah. And there's 7.
As
there's 7
out of
threes
the
in the first.
out of the timeout. The Trojans will have the ball. Micah Alston try to throw it the length of the court. Gets it to Mekalek. And a foul by, I'm not too sure if Moss or Davenport, doesn't really matter. Mekalek knocks them both down. Colonel's going to have to go length of the court to knock down the three. That's going to be on Davenport, his fourth. Team, the double bonus for Mekalek. Comes down to the junior guard here hitting. As first one's no good for Mekalek, as he's normally a really good shooter for the Trojans. Does a really good job of shooting the free throws for them. Well, he is leading the team with 75%. He's 28 for 37. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas going to have to put one up to knock it down, no good. And the Colonels go down here at Colonel Gym, 57 to 56, as they had their chance. Colonels just off the two free throws and the rebound by Thomas, and it was no good from about 35 feet out, as the Colonels suffer a 57-56 loss, as the Colonels fall to 14-7 on the season, and the Trojans, they will go to 10-9. They have a winning record now, as we will take a timeout and be back for a quick post-game stats, and then after that we'll cut to the Kentucky game. You're listening to WSON right here, presented by ATA, CPAs, and Business Advisors.